News 12 now at 5:30. Your news now. News 12 Now's Kate Levens introduces us to those working to make a difference in your community with Kay. Brought to you by Gordon Food Service.
Welcome back, everyone. In your community news today, recently, Chattanooga Mayor Tim Kelly has appointed a new police chief, and she is joining us right now to learn more about her background and what her thoughts are about the scenic city moving forward. Celeste Murphy joins us now. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Doing well. Thanks so much for joining us today. All right, tell us a little bit about your background. You've been in Atlanta quite a while.
Yeah, I've been almost 30 years, a little bit less than that, and I've been on the Atlanta Police Department for about 25 years now. So, you know, time for a change. I love this city. I'm originally from New York. And so, yeah, it's time for a change. I love this city, and I see why it's called the Scenic City. It's beautiful here.
It is beautiful here. Tell us a little bit about some of the positions that you've held in Atlanta over the last couple of years. You were in Atlanta for 28 years, but you were with the force for 25 years. That's a long time.
Yes, yes, half my life. Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty much almost all of the units in the department, and I did that intentionally. I wanted a well-rounded career so that I'd be able to prepare myself for this, but I've done everything from administrative positions to tactical positions to undercover positions, either in that unit or supervise those units. So yeah.
What do you want to see change as far as the department goes?
So from what I've studied from the department, they have been doing well. I've been getting briefs on some of the work that the officers have been doing, and they handle this, you know, every situation. It seems awesome. It seems like it's a really good department, so that's a good start. Of course, some of the things I want to do is highlight a lot of their good works a lot more. I want us to even be more, they're into the community. I want to make sure that we maintain that and even expand that as best as we can. I really want to bring the relationship between community and policing, really make it a strong bond and come together.
We talked a little bit about community policing. How important is it for folks in the community to report things to law enforcement when they see something, to be connected with law enforcement to try to cut down on some of the violent crime?
It's absolutely important. I think once, you know, a relationship is developed between law enforcement and community, there's not a barrier there, there's not any type of division there. And, you know, there's a comfort level because, you know, you'll see that what we want, we want to help, we want to make the public safe. And the trust, once that trust is built, I believe that we'll be able to develop a relationship where people will want to help more because it's about community. And it has nothing to do with, you know, cop versus, it's not us versus them. It's we're doing this together. We're making Chattanooga safer together. And we're coming together almost like a family. And that's the feel that I want between us to have.
I love that. Let's talk about the younger generation in our community. Is it one of your goals to reach them, to make a difference in their lives so they will grow up understanding that violent crime is wrong, that they don't need to be involved with things like that? Right.
So that I speak passionately about when it comes to our children in any community. You know, that's where the answers are. We're dealing, you know, making sure that we reach our children and making sure, one, we steer them in the right direction prior to going down a path that could lead to violence. Or if they're in a position where they've already been met with that, let's see what resources we could do to make sure that we get them back on the right path. And you know, that's where the answer is with our children. We've got to make sure that we start with our children.
Some great information there. Celeste Murphy, thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We're so glad that you're here and you could give us some insight. Again, Celeste will be going in front of the City Council on the 15th. And
Correct.
If you are confirmed, when will you start the job here in Chattanooga?
That's when we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. If you would like some more information about this interview, you can go check out our website. That's at WDEF.com.